Seriously, Bud is brought to you by OmniSend. OmniSend is a top choice for email and SMS marketing on WordPress, perfect for WooCommerce shops. Easily connect with customers and send out awesome campaigns every day. We'll be back in a bit to tell you about our other friendly sponsors. Hello, my name is Bree, and welcome to Seriously, Bud, a podcast featuring an unexpected conversation with someone from the WordPress community. And now it's time for our host, my dad, Bud Kraus.
Thank you, Bree. You know, I had so much fun last time speaking with Lana Miro. I thought I would do this all over again. Now, I'll be back at the end to give you my thoughts about this week's episode. It's number 112. So here we go. Gerasimos, Mourelatos, welcome to Seriously, Bud. How do I say your name correctly?
You say like ze, and then Gerasimos. It's like putting some air into the first sentence. Gerasimos.
And what about your last name?
It's Mourelatos, but it's spelled as M-O-U, but the pronunciation is like double O, Mourelatos.
It's like moon.
Yeah.
I always try to say my guest name correctly, but it doesn't always come out the way it should. But I try.
You're doing a great job.
Oh, not really. You're just being a good guest. Where are you right now?
I'm in Kefalonia, and I'm spending my holidays here. And I'm going to spend like 10 more days, I think, cruising around.
You're always traveling. Why are you... Every time I see you, you're in a different place. Why are you always traveling?
I mean, we only have one life to live, from what we know. I travel a lot because I like to create stories for me. And through them, I see different cultures and then experience problems which I like to solve.
Yes, I know. We'll get to all that. Do you go up to people easily and start a conversation?
No, not at all.
No. Really?
No.
So how are you creating stories if you're not talking to people?
I am the one that observes things, the details, what's happening. I'm the one that sits somewhere far and sees the whole picture.
Have you always been that way? I bet you have.
When I was a kid, that wasn't common. But as growing up, this is a plus for me, for my work.
Would you call this a superpower of yours?
I have the patience to let things come to me. So I don't push situations. I just wait for them.
That's so interesting because most people are impatient and they want to make things happen. You rather sit back, slow things down a little bit, and then see where you fit in. Am I right about that?
Yeah, actually, I'm like two levels. Inside, I'm like pushing myself, but on the outside, I'm waiting for things to happen. So I try like to bring them together or synchronize them sometimes. But you're right, yeah.
And, for the audience, we don't really know each other. We've had a few talks here and there, but, sort of business kind of talk. So, but we personally don't know each other. We were supposed to meet each other at WordCamp Europe. What happened?
I'm a single dad, and this means that anything can happen in 2 weeks or 1 month or 2 months. So I had to be with my daughter that time.
I know.
And I couldn't bring her with me, even though she's 11. But as growing older, I'm going to bring her with me.
Well, it's hard for a little kid to go to something like that. They just can't relate to it. Before I forget, I have to ask you this question.
Okay.
This is really interesting, I thought, was about you, which is, I know you're Greek, but you were born in Canada.
Montreal.
Really?
Really?
Montreal.
Yeah.
How long did you live in Canada?
I think I was almost 5 when my father and my mother left. And I never went there to live, go back when I was like 19. But I didn't think twice. I stayed in Athens.
You know who you remind me of, and I'm sure you know him, Christos. What's Christos's last name? He grew up in Chicago and he lives in Greece. You must know him.
I'm not good in names.
He did grow up in Chicago, and he's Greek. I can't remember his last name.
Papadopoulos?
He was at WordCamp Europe, but I think so.
Maybe.
I don't. No, that's not his list. You're joking around.
Yeah.
Papadopoulos, is that? No, it wasn't him.
It's the most famous surname, Papadopoulos. Half of Greece is named Papadopoulos. That's why.
Yeah. So we're in Montreal for 5 years, right? Is
that
what you said?
And that was enough for my parents to live there, to cold, freezing cold for them. So they sold the restaurant.
Yes.
And we came back.
Oh, hold on a second. They had a Greek. Wait a minute. Stop. They had a Greek. By the way, I interrupt my guest. They had a Greek restaurant in Montreal.
A pizza restaurant too.
Oh, a pizza. Yeah. Well, of course. Yes. No, I love Greek salads. Greek salads are so good.
Yeah, I make them
myself. Do you like
Greek
salads?
I made my Greek salad.
Yeah, but you'll hate me when I say this. I don't like feta cheese.
No,
what's a Greek salad without feta cheese?
No.
I knew you were going to say.
No way. I mean,
all right.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. And the other thing is the coffee, too, is very strange to me. It's got like this sand at the bottom of it. What is the bottom of that coffee?
If you drink the Greek, which is like a debate, Greek or this, that's the one. But here we have another coffee that we drink. It's called Freddo Espresso. Everybody's with a Freddo Espresso on their hand.
Yeah, I think I did have that when I was in Greece. All right. So your parents closed up. They moved back to Greece, right? From Greece.
Yeah, exactly.
And so you grew up in Athens.
Almost downtown of Athens. I grew up over there back then in the 90s.
Really?
80s, 90s, I was there.
Could you see the Acropolis from where you lived?
Every day. I took my bicycle and cycle to the Acropolis.
How cool.
Is
that so?
What we did back then, we had our bicycles, my gang, and we cycled for hours, and we took empty bottles of Coca-Cola, and then we sold them. So 10 bottles of empty bottles equals to one Coca-Cola. So that's what we did.
Here's another thing I probably shouldn't admit, but when my wife and I went, because of WordCamp Europe in what year was it? 2023, right? Yeah. In Athens, Greece, we went to the Acropolis. Of course, it was 1,000 degrees that day, but I had to take a little piece of the Acropolis.
Okay.
I have it on my desk.
Was it hot for you?
Yes, it's way too hot. Everything's too hot for me. I like it when it's 75 degrees, 80 degrees, but no humidity.
No.
But when you're on the Acropolis, you're on the mountain over it. It's hot. It's really, but it is so cool to be there. Oh, by how much? Oh, and you went there every day. Did you ever get tired of it? You must get it's just...
No way. No. Different thing as you age, you see different things. I mean, you learn more the history and then you see it in different way. I was very lucky.
Yes, it's really amazing. I'm on vacation right now. We happen to be in a place called Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, which is the home where Joe Biden lives.
Cool.
President Biden lives nearby. Yeah. And it's a beach. So very hot today. All right, back to the Acropolis. Mm-hmm. So, you must see it. What's really cool? You live there. You see it in different light, different climate, different raining. How beautiful that must be. And you see it wherever you are in the city, you see it, right?
Right now, we can still see it, but things are changing. Athens is a metropolis, so we have capital coming in, higher buildings. So it's going to change.
Yeah, but you can see it wherever. It's noticeable.
There's a bad fact for you where no building should be higher than the Acropolis. There is a law, but there is a new skyscraper built in Lincoln, near the sea. And it's the first building that is some meters higher than the Acropolis, and everybody's talking about it. So things are changing.
Of course, they have to, but it's still fantastic. So you went to grade school, elementary, whatever, high school, I don't know what you call it, college, all in.
I dropped university at the first year because I was like a cartographer with a GIS systems, but it's not my thing to read all the time. That's not me. And on the side, I had proposals from companies to work for them for a lot of money. Mm-hmm. So I chose that. And I'm proud that I chose that. Even though there's a tick on my head, you must get your degree. Sometime go back. But I'm self-taught. And it's just me. Elementary, high school, over in college, and that's it.
It won't come as a great shock to you, but a lot of people in WordPress left college or didn't go at all. They left after a year or two because it's not for me.
Yeah.
I want to do something else. I don't want to study. I went to school before you and most people, obviously, in WordPress. And there weren't as many opportunities to do things as there are today. And you don't need a college education to do so many things.
Not anymore.
Especially with AI.
Yeah, you need like some certifications, like to prove yourself, like
sure,
show yourself. And that's it. I mean, that's how I see things.
And there's certain things that you do need a college education for. My son's a biomedical engineer. I'm sorry, you can't do that yourself.
Yeah.
Not yet. So he had to go to school for that. But other things you do without.
In what we do, we don't need, I mean, it's not a good or bad, something that I observed. We don't need a university at the moment.
So you did that, and then you got this high-paying job. What did you do?
Hey there. We'll get back to the show in just a moment. Seriously, Bud is made possible by Pressable. They make managed WordPress hosting simple. Your sites load fast, stay online, and you get 24/7 expert support from people who actually know their stuff. No downtime drama, no endless tech headaches, just hosting that works. Whether you've got one site or hundreds, Pressable keeps things smooth and secure so you can focus on your business. Check them out at pressable.com/BUD. And finally, by the WP.world, a great way to see who's in the WP world and what they are up to. Find out at the WP.world. That's right, it's the WP.world. And let others know what you're up to, too. Now, let's get back to the show.
Back then, I was setting up cash machines on the stores, and I was getting paid per cash machine, let's say $300 per machine. So I could do in a month for POS. I put the POS system in the cash machine. So traveling all the time, the eating free, living free, a good car. I was living the dream.
Boy, I should say. Can we talk anything about you were married at one time? Are we allowed to talk about this?
Of course, yeah. I mean, it's very important things.
I didn't know if we could talk about this or not. So now we know.
Yeah.
Talk about it. So how did you meet at the time your wife to be?
Do you remember MySpace?
MySpace,
yeah.
Yes.
So
wait a minute. You met her on MySpace? No.
Yeah, I downloaded a script which puts skins on your MySpace profile, and I made money out of it, like $1 per skin. So she was interested. I mean, where did you get that? And we started talking. And so one thing led the other. And we hit it off very fast.
You might be the only people that ever met on MySpace. Who ever heard of that, right?
I was born in 77 now. I'm almost 50 years old. So it was very strong back then.
Yeah.
The 90s, sorry.
You obviously were and are very entrepreneurial, that you like to constantly come up with new business ideas.
But this is my struggle. I mean, even this interview, an English interview, and whatever I do, I struggle to say where do I belong. Like, I create businesses or services or products, or I work on the security field. I cannot understand. I mean, I'm trying to understand what's going on here still. So you tell me, I mean, you studied me a bit. You can tell, like, where do I lean?
You're right. You're kind of hard to pin down what you are. You're all over the place. I mean that in a good way, obviously. I don't, it isn't like you do nothing but, I make websites. That's all I do.
No.
You don't, no, that's not what you do.
I used to break websites. I used to real break, like, like all of a sudden in the morning, you got the white page saying hello.
Now I know you told me that you started out when somebody needed your help. Right? About somebody. Tell me that story.
Yeah, it was.
What was that story?
It's the same company used to work in the beginning, and they had been hacked. They had every time the cash machine restarted, it was hacked. So they asked my help because they didn't have anything else to do. I mean, I was the younger guy, and I found the bad file. Like back then in Windows, you had a bat. It's a script file that loads all the needed services before Windows load. So I found there is a script over there that used to hack everything. So after I found that, I created a guide for other people to find it and fix it. And that's when I was very interested to find what's happening.
You, like so many other people, here I'm thinking of Rodolfo Malogli from Sicily. Do you know Rodolfo?
Oh, yeah. Now, yeah, I remember.
WooCommerce guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, WooCommerce. People think he's the WooCommerce guy. He doesn't work for WooCommerce, work at Automatic. But he probably knows more about WooCommerce than the people that work there. He started out by posting things on the internet at a certain point about how to do things with WooCommerce. And his father said, "What are you giving all this information away for free?" His father was a doctor. Why would you do this for free? And he said, you don't understand how this works. And his father never understood. And Rodolfo did just fine. And you basically took the same approach. I will put things online that I learn. Mm-hmm. I did the same thing too, by the way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wasn't very successful at it, but we learned things in the early days of the internet. And we'd say like, oh, I have to do a website that shows everybody how to download software.
Back then, we used to be hustlers. I mean, that's what it was. I was hustling around. There is like a funny story. Back 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I was ready to work on a company as a consultant for the security department. So they interviewed me, and I said that they asked, what you are? What's your talent? Now, I'm a hustler. And they're like, don't say that. So
it doesn't have a good meaning here. Yes.
But I'm not a street hustler.
I know. But you could take that a number of different ways. I mean, I like people who are aggressive, go after something that they want. I don't like liars. Okay. And so hustler has this will lie
really?
To get where I want to go.
Oh, really? No. It's very important for me. I'm very passionate in what I do. There is no other way for me to do something.
Oh, I know.
So I put all my drive, everything over there, even if it's a flop at the end. I'm cool because I did my best. So,
right.
And another thing I said in the same interview, a bad thing too. I said to you that I observe things. I like to see things. I'm like a social engineer.
Social engineer. And it's a good thing, yes.
But they hired me.
They right. Yeah. And how long did you work there?
It was like 1 year, a great 1 year. It was just 1 day per week, 2 hours, sitting there, and I explained myself. But then I got divorced, and for 2 years, everything went in a bad way. So I stopped because of love.
I don't know this, but do you have any brothers or sisters?
I have a younger brother. Say his name, pronounce his name, Kostas.
Kostas.
You say that good. Okay, now my turn. Gerasimos.
No. Don't go there. Nope. Seriously, Gerasimos.
Seriously, but
no.
Say my brother's name without any issues. And then my name, it's bad.
His name is Kostas. It's easy to Costas.
When I first working with WordPress, I used to be called Makis. It's easier.
Oh, that's right. People know you by that name too, don't they?
Yeah, and after I got divorced, I rebranded myself. Everything, I changed everything. So my birth name is Gerasimos. And there is an issue. If you Google about me, there are mixed results. If you Google about Makis, Mourelatos, you will see what I did, fix my WP, my first company. So it's difficult to connect those two. I did this together.
How do you spell it?
Makis. Makis. Makis.
Why didn't you just stay with that? That was so easier to say.
Yeah, maybe I'm going to go back here.
No. You're going to confuse Google. You're going to confuse me.
Yeah, I had to rename my LinkedIn. So I put Makis in between. So Google understands that I am the guy.
I see.
Guy.
So going back to what we were talking about, I know you love to travel. Mm-hmm. Have you been to the United States?
Just New York.
Really? Just New York?
Yeah, but I'm going to come back to drive the Route 66, I think it is. The biggest road.
Yes.
So.
Yes. I don't know if it is. Yeah.
That's my plan.
So when are you going to do the Route 66 tour?
The thing is that I wanted to do this summer, right now, but I postponed that for the next year. I'm trying to understand when it's better, not too hot, not too cold. Maybe at the end of maybe May 15th to June 15th.
Where's your daughter going to go?
To her mom.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. That's the thing. I'm going to bring her with me, man. That's, she's 12.
You don't ride a motorcycle, do you? I bet you do.
Yeah, my first thing to drive was a motorcycle, and I had to sell it 2 years ago.
Do you need to have a helmet?
And and I still have it. It's like a German helmet, top notes. But of course, it's very dangerous here in Athens. It's very, very dangerous.
Yes. Athens is very mountainous and hilly, right? It's sort of like a valley where there's a lot of...
Yeah, you have mountains all around Athens, and there is a valley.
Yes.
So, but, I'm trying to... That's an advice for you if you ever come again. Try to get out of Athens. Like, don't be downtown.
If I'm coming back to Greece, I'm not going to stay much in Athens.
Feta? What about feta? Will you try feta? Not at all?
Come on now. I told you I don't like that. You think I'm going to change my mind when you're in Greece? I eat a little feta, yes.
Okay. Do you change your mind like in things that they are special?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. That's what I do.
I'm pretty fixed in my ways. I am a certain age. I don't change all that much anymore.
I don't believe your age,
except
you're lying.
I just can't. The only thing I do is get older. I seem to be very good at that. Speaking of the mountains in Athens, there is a great restaurant. I bet you've been there. Mount Lycabellis.
Lycabellis, yeah. Great view, the best view there.
Okay, fun little fact about the Seriously Bud show, the logo of Seriously Bud, where there's 2 espresso martinis in front of me. That's at that restaurant. That picture was taken right.
Okay.
It's a great restaurant. If you go to you got to go there. It's just beautiful.
You walk up there?
Setting, the food. No, you walk. You can't drive up to the top. There's a certain point where they say, the Uber has to let you off, and then they say, this is as far as we go. You're going to have to walk the rest of the way. So we did.
No, you must walk. But you must walk from the street down up there, like half an hour.
No, you don't. No, you take it as far as the Uber can go. You get up and walk.
We did.
And then we got in an Uber afterwards, and then we went to the after party of WordCamp Europe 2023, which was
great.
One of the best. There were so many people. They couldn't where we were at. I mean, there were like 2,000 people. So we were all on the streets just partying and having a great time. That was a fun party. I would have stayed up all night, but once again, I had to be told that we have to leave the next day early. So we had to go back to the hotel. And then we went to a place that I'm sure you've been to, Santorini.
Of course.
But you would say it's too much tourism, right? Way too much tourism.
I won't go now. I mean, I used to go back in the zeros. Not anymore. I don't care about that.
I hope I haven't said this before. Do you know why everything's so white in Santorini? All those beautiful buildings. Do you know why? You know they're white?
You got me there. You know why?
Oh, good. I'm going to teach you something.
Yeah.
There. Okay. They're white, and they're just like blinding white with the blue domes. It's just heaven, right? It's one of the most gorgeous places on earth, as far as I know. So 150 years ago, it was a leper colony. That's what Santorini was. 150, 200 years ago, whatever. And they had to disinfect the buildings, and they found some kind of disinfectant that they applied to the walls.
Yeah, it's a white thing that gets the all the micronutrients out.
That's exactly right. And it turns the walls white in the sun. So it's not paint. They do it now a week before Easter. Every year they do a fresh coating. So they use it, but they also have some kind of chemical thing that they use now too, some kind of modern thing. Anyway, it's not white paint, which is what I always thought. Oh, they must see. No, it's stunning. It's beautiful. What's your favorite Greek island?
I think it's Kefalonia, but I must try to be humble. I think it's a Crete. After Kefalonia, it's Crete because it's very big. You can be like, you can have tourists around, locals, you have the mountains, the sea, Africa, Europe, you have everything there.
Nice. Speaking of Africa, have you been to Africa?
No. Have you been there? I mean, you've been there.
We're talking about eventually going to Morocco, a safari,
for sure.
That stuff. So
yeah,
I don't know. After this year, I've done so much traveling. I don't want to go anywhere. Okay, I don't even want to go a mile away from any place because I'm just so sick of it. Look should I complain? Look where I've been. I've been to Hawaii and San Francisco and Europe, and
everywhere.
I mean, in 6 weeks. Yeah, I'm overdosing. It's too much.
Have you been to Paris?
So I shouldn't complain. I was just in Paris. Did you hear Paris is burnt, by the way, now?
Yeah.
There are fires outside of Paris.
When I went to Paris, it's 3 times. The last time I went there, it was so much like Athens. I mean, you have everything beautiful, and the next day, riots, burning. And then other day,
Now, hold on a second. You're comparing Athens to Paris?
For sure. Yeah.
Excuse me? All right, let's hear that. Tell me, what am I missing? Tell me how you compare it.
How people are rushing all the time, but at the same time, they try to find a good moment. Also, the history behind it, I mean, the modern civilization was from France, Paris. This is where everything started. So there's a connection from me, Athens, and also Berlin. Athens to Berlin, it's similar.
All right.
Berlin.
Yeah, I haven't been to Berlin. Well, I want to go to Berlin real bad. That's I do want to go.
Very European.
I have friends and history because I'm a history junkie. So Berlin, obviously, to me.
I see the people most of the times. I like to check how people move, what they do. For me, like if I was younger, I will go to Switzerland in Zurich.
Right.
But I would try to live in Paris instead of Athens.
Oh, me too. Now I've gotten to the point where I just couldn't go to Paris and sit at a cafe all day.
Yeah.
And just watch people. Come on. What is better than that? Oh, I love doing that. I mean, I could just all day long just watch the people, what they wear,
what
how
they drink,
walk, how they talk.
They are drinking from
what they drink.
12 p.m. They're like with bottles of wine all the time. Everybody.
Oh, yeah. The bread, the cheese, the wine. Come on. All right. One last thing before we go. We haven't really talked about WordPress all that much. So tell me a little bit about SudoWP.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk a little bit about that?
Of course.
So you got 2 minutes. Go.
Yeah. SudoWP is a project that tries to understand WordPress as it evolves, but at the same time support the old WordPress. So that's some bundle plugins which had security issues, and I offer them for free at the moment. But at the same time, I'm very interested in AI. But I read a lot of comments and posts that say that WordPress is no more. I mean, it's done. For me, it's not done.
Dead.
Not at all. So it's like a project not to make money. It's a project to evolve myself, open up myself, travel more, speak more, meet more people. There is no, it's this or that. Like me opening up. And this sort of thing is like a shank of me, not like the core of myself. It's like a technical side of me. So at the moment, I'm mostly focusing on the radar, trying to secure any new AI services. And there are a lot. For example, you must like secure, if you have, let's say, Claude or ChatGPT connected to WordPress, there is an issue that if somebody gets your API key over there, he will like have access to your LLM account as a whole.
To your life.
Yeah. And, the tricky part here is that the most experienced hackers, they don't do any damage. They just shadow themselves, stay there, read, and when the time is right, they try like to use the information that you offer them. So they could be there, reading everything, using your services, and you may never know. And for me, that's the most tricky part.
Well, you're done. That's your 2 minutes because, we don't talk this stuff, but I love this stuff, but the audience may not love it. I hope the audience loves stories because the podcast is about stories.
You can ask them. No?
Well, I've always, to me, that's the more important thing than the abilities, API and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Gerasimos, we have reached the...
Come on, you said my brother's name and you couldn't say mine. Come on now.
So who do you recommend I have on a future episode of Seriously, Bud?
So, there's only one person that I want to recommend without thinking. Mm-hmm. It's a fellow Greek. It's Takis.
Makis?
Yeah. He's the lead WordPress organizer, WordPress Euro, WordCamps from day one. And he's very active in the community, in the leadership thing too. And he's very open. He's much better than me too. That's like something I admire.
You're pretty good. You weren't that bad.
No, I like to listen. He has a better way to handle English language too. But he's like a living library. He's someone that you must have in your show either way. Now, after some months.
Well, does he have a real good personal story? Is that what you're telling me?
He's a leader. Stories, but he's the history of WordPress in Greece. He's everywhere.
Is he involved in, they want me, I forget who it was. This is Christos. Wants me to be a media partner in WordCamp Athens coming up in November?
Yeah, it's November. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Are you going to be involved in WordCamp Athens?
As a sponsor. I really want to go out and talk and give things out, but I'm not there yet. Like, I can be like, okay, what I'm going to talk to. But Takis is a good guy. He's the one in WordCamp Europe, everything.
I've heard the name, but I think it's time to get him on the show. You're right. Takis.
Yeah.
All right. So you tell him, right? You're going to tell him.
Hey, I will
find him and or you just bug him and tell him I want you on the show.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, Kostas. Thank you for being on my show. Kostas, this was really a pleasure. Hey, I didn't know that Gerasimos first came into the WordPress community with the name Makis, which is a lot easier to say than Gerasimos, don't you think? Was born in Montreal, where his parents had a Greek and pizza restaurant, but they all went back to Greece because it's too cold in Montreal. Used to ride his bike around the Acropolis every day, collecting empty bottles of Coca-Cola, and redeemed 10 of them for a single Coke, and met his ex on MySpace because she was really interested in the skins he was building for MySpace. MySpace? Is that a dating app? I must have missed something. Did you? Until next time, thank you for your time.